Hello, this is Robert Larson. I'm the owner of the Larson Law Office in Mesa, Arizona, focusing primarily on family law and estate planning. And today I want to talk about temporary orders in family court cases. So what are they, why are they needed, and how do you get them? So just a little background first. Typically a divorce or custody case is going to take about 4 to 8 months from the time it started until the time it's finished. That's just based on my experience over the years. But it can take longer than that. Sometimes it goes 8 months, 10 months, a year, sometimes it's more than a year. But either way, it's going to last a while. And so there's some issues that the parties to the case have to figure out while they're going through the process. And that could include how you're going to share time with your children, how you're going to make decisions involving your children, child support, and spousal maintenance, or how you're going to pay your bills if it's a divorce. And so sometimes people can figure those things out on their own and they don't need court involvement. And so they just figure out a schedule for parenting. They figure out financial arrangements, whether it's child support or spousal maintenance, or who's going to pay the mortgage or who's going to pay the car payments. And so sometimes people can figure those things out on their own without a judge telling them what to do. However, sometimes people can't. For one reason or another, there may be disagreements about parenting schedules or finances, and so they need court involvement to help them get some court orders in place while they're going through the divorce or custody case. So if you do that, or if you find yourself in that situation, all you have to do is file a motion with the court asking for them to enter some temporary orders. And by law, they have to get you in court within 30 days for a hearing. And so that allows you to get some court orders right off the bat, or anytime. It could be right. Sometimes we'll file those motions for temporary orders right at the very beginning of a case because we know we're going to need some help. Sometimes we start off thinking we won't need them, but then something happens along the way. So we could be a few months into a case, or even 6 months into a case, or whatever it is, and something happens that makes us realize that we need to get some temporary orders in place. And so we can file that motion at any time as long as we have an active case. And when that happens, like I said, the judge has to get you in court within 30 days, and the judge will issue some temporary orders. So whether it be for child support or other financial support, or whether it be parenting schedules or things like that, the judge will issue some orders. And that way, while you're going through the process, you have some orders that you can rely on, and it lets both sides know what their rights and responsibilities are, and it's something you can enforce. If the other party isn't going to follow those court orders, you can go back to the judge and say, hey, he or she's not doing what they're supposed to, and the judge can do things to make that happen. Temporary orders can also be a very helpful tool for a final settlement. So let's say you have two parties to a case, and they're really far apart. One's over here and the other one's over there, and they're just not willing to budge. And if you go into court and get some temporary orders, it's possible that the temporary orders might be closer to the middle of that, and that doesn't always result in people settling, but a lot of times it gives the people a chance to see what the judge would do. And even though the temporary orders hearing that you have is really short and has very limited evidence, it does give you an idea of what the judge is likely to do on a final hearing. So it does help people settle things as well. So anyway, that's a little bit about temporary orders, what they are and why they're needed. There's a lot more detail to it, of course, and having an experienced attorney get you through the process, and someone who knows all the tricks to make the temporary orders most likely to be in your favor is very helpful as well. But whether you have an attorney or not, if you need temporary orders, you can always ask the judge for that, and they're bound by law to get you in court to get that in place. And that's very helpful in a lot of cases in family court. So if you have any questions, feel free to give my office a call. I'll be happy to talk to you. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe so that you can get more content like this. And don't forget to like this video. And if you have any comments, just let me know. Thanks.